game 15, change at 8. Time in 0-0-2.
What a reset there from Fitzpatrick. But on sort of play there from Jen Hewitt again, doing that forehand roll we saw earlier.
Yeah, Jen Hewitt came flying in there with a massive forehand volley, but it was reset to perfection by Isabel Fitzpatrick down the line.
Overplay there from Thomas Fitzpatrick. First time I've probably seen him do the wrong call today.
Managed to bounce the ball on top of the Elite Island Resorts banner. Can't say I've seen that before.
I'm loving the intensity of Hewitt. You can see she looks absolutely locked in on those volleys.
Yeah, she's really going for it. She's trying not to give her opponent any chance of getting to the kitchen line. I think that's the key to success in this match.
Good effort to get on that final ball there from Hewitt, but unable to control it. This is not going to be an easy battle for the Fitzpatricks, is it?
0-0-1.
And that goes long. I don't mind the decision, Anakin.
Yeah, it's a common thing I've noticed on these coaches. They're completely there, a winner should be made, but the player just not getting low enough. Paddle face too open, sending it long.
I'm not sure that's the ball to speed up.
No, but again, this player's not getting low enough, standing too upright. A little bit of a hop there on that shot. And when the ball's bouncing especially, you really need to get your centre of mass below the ball.
Brilliant analysis there, Anakin. But one on the board now. No. Side out. Frustration there for Hewitt. A great get on the previous ball. Good decision to leave that ball on first on the board for Hewitt and O'Connell.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick's opting to not unwind on that one. And the backhand middle from Thomas Fitzpatrick there not working as intended.
There's a little bit too much on that from Jen Hewitt.
Again, another error there from Isabel Fitzpatrick. First shot drop into the net. Did not get low enough to be able to hit topspin. Turn seems to be sent long there, giving Hewitt and O'Connell the lead in this match.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick, they're doing too much.
Yeah, he got a bit excited with that one. This ball was not sped up like he was anticipating and went for an aggressive poach on a ball that was really just hit as a dink.
1, 2, 2.
Good attempt there from Hewitt to get that ball back cross court, just a little bit too much on it.
2, 2, 2.
ATP goes wide.
I do like the decision from Thomas Fitzpatrick there. He came across the poach, saw it was too low, and he opted to resetting the ball into the kitchen rather than going for the winner as he did the point previous.
And that goes wide. I'm really enjoying the ready position of Luke O'Connell. We were talking about Gael Emzilla getting low. We can see how low the paddle head is of O'Connell. It's one of those ones that sits right at net level, but is always ready to pounce.
And when I'm coaching, I tend to teach to have the paddle position around just above the net height rather than the traditional towards the sort of chest area, because if the ball's sped up low, you're having to bring your paddle down, you're more likely to hit it into the net. So having it at a height where you're moving the paddle, you may have to move it up, you're more likely to keep the ball in play, and you'll create topspin as well.
Oh, what a great rally. Shame for it to be ended by the net cord.
Point in the match so far, scrambling from O'Connell and Hewitt, but unfortunately the net cord gods were not in their favour.
Good decision to leave there. Overcooks it again. Difficult when you're moving across the court to take those volleys to keep your paddle face down and closed.
Yeah, he was still low, but he still managed to hit it long. I feel like he turned his wrists, pointing the paddle face a little bit flatter and a bit more upwards.
Spot there from O'Connell, he knows he can make that ball. But still a second serve on this side out for them.
Hewitt and O'Connell there did all the work to get to the kitchen, and then unfortunately they missed the simpler shot, the simpler reset from the kitchen line.
I love that return from Hewitt. Really lots of loaded topspin on there. Keeps it low, a little bit shorter in the court, brings him in and forces the error.
Yeah, when your opponents get into the kitchen, it's very important to be able to put in a good return, just to put a bit more pressure on them.
Great dinking patterns there from Hewitt and O'Connell.
Yeah, I'm liking the inside-out forehand dinks from O'Connell, creating a bit more of a speed-up threat off the forehand side and able to drag Thomas Fitzpatrick out wide.
4, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Big poach there from O'Connell. His drive, he saw the pop-up and he crashed.
5, 2, 1. Second serve.
Interesting decision to drop that down the line to Isabel. Clearly a lower percentage shot, but obviously working with their strategic intention of keeping Thomas Fitzpatrick away.
Oh yeah, I thought we were serving, sorry.
Oh, it's inside. 5-2-2.
Apologies for the laugh there, but we haven't quite seen a double paddle interaction between a pair on the same side of the court. Both going for both. As it was mentioned earlier, maybe a little bit of kiss chase going on.
O'Connell elegantly dancing into the ball off of Hewitt there.
And you see often that'll happen. You have a little bit of a calamity moment and then suddenly something relatively basic goes wrong on the next point. So important to mentally reset between points. Again, phenomenal decision making there from Jen Hewitt. Taking one off the bounce, then one out of the air.
Very aggressive forehand roll dink. Very aggressive. Allowed Isabel Fitzpatrick to not really put any pressure on her dink because he was having to react to it coming quite quickly at her.
Good lead there from Hewitt.
Side out. Five, 3-1.
I like the intention there to attack, just a little bit too much on it.
Again, Rob, we keep saying it, but some of these players, they're seeing the winner go past them before they've even hit the ball. They're standing too upright, not getting low enough. Tilt that paddle face down to put the ball at your opponent's feet.
Uh-oh, but that's an inside-out forehand again from Luke O'Connell.
And that's the problem with putting heavy topspin on your dinks. You're more likely to mistime the ball or miss-hit it. And there, Jen Hewitt with the pop-up, causing an easy put-away.
Yeah, again, just going cross on that roll. Not low again. Slowly but sure the Fitzpatricks are bringing it back.
Second serve. Four, 5-2.
The lead of Hewitt and O'Connell has almost disappeared here. Although they seem to have got the serve back. Now at 5-4-1. Hewitt and O'Connell want to get a point here, so they're no longer having to unwind the stack. And that is a great third shot drop from Jen Hewitt there. Heavy topspin out wide, dipped the ball to Isabel Fitzpatrick's feet, and she had absolutely no chance to hit any aggression with that, and instead hit the ball.
Just a bit of missed timing there, Anakin, I think. Frustration from Hewitt, but needs to shake it off. You can see there's a little bit of frustration there, but hopefully going through a reset ritual.
They'll be happy to finally get off 5 points.
And now brings 7. Bit too much swing on that one again, not loading low enough, Anakin.
Again, common with all players it seems on this court today, not consistently staying low.
Maybe our streaming team could create a sample. We could just trigger the Anakin Owen not low enough or the inside out forehand. There's been some themes today.
It's something I say too much to myself, so...
But to be fair, I've been on your sideline against you, Anakin. Get low. Make good decisions. Make your thirds and they'll figure it out. And that's what I'll probably be telling the Fitzpatricks here. I can see Rob Nunnery in their corner now. Getting some pro advice from here.
Don't know about you, Rob, but I am liking this pattern with O'Connell going for the forehand inside-out dink. You could see there was a nervous miss there from Thomas Fitzpatrick as he came across to try and poach a speed-up, but the speed-up never came. He was worried about something which didn't happen because taking that forehand dink, you have way more options to be aggressive.
Well, yeah, if you come inside out behind your backhand, there's an aggressive roll. Cross court, you can change direction inside out, and you can go down the line. You can speed up in any location on either of your opponents. You just got to be fleet of foot to get there, get stable, make the right decision, but recover for the next one. If you're going to speed cross, you've got to crash middle because it's not coming anywhere else.
Yeah, and it's a play that you'll most commonly see from Jack Sock. He favours his forehand massively. He did in tennis, he does in pickleball still, and you'll notice he's running all over the place to hit forehand dinks, and he can get a lot of whip with no backswing, and it's a very terrifying thing to be across from.
That aggressive deep serve from Jen Hewitt there, forcing the return error.
It's something I noticed from Jen yesterday in the women's double. She was really ripping serves, getting 3 points every now and again.
And now ripping a hybrid. Fitzpatrick good in blocking it, but again an error from Thomas Fitzpatrick. Double figures on the board. And there we go. You're saying, Anakin, about how many options coming behind your backhand is. There, just a little soft floaty dink down the line to Isabel Fitzpatrick, forces the error.
You can see Isabel Fitzpatrick's ready position was quite high. They're expecting a speed up, and instead the ball dipped to her feet and she just wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, just a little bit up on the hills there, Jen Hewitt. Not quite through the ball in that reset.
Fitzpatrick's here, quite a steep hill to climb, being 4-11 down, but we've seen comebacks near to this today already.
It seems to me Thomas Fitzpatrick's a step off. He's just not quite as dynamic as he was earlier in the day.
Yeah, he seems to be swinging much more rather than using his body here.
And again, O'Connell goes down the line. This is a masterclass of strategy, Anakin Owen.
11-4-1.
I wonder at what point the Fitzpatricks call a timeout, Anakin.
Can't help but feel if Hewitt and O'Connell get another point here, a timeout is necessary from the Fitzpatricks.
What a point! Fantastic play from all four players there. An onslaught of dinks in the direction of Isabel Fitzpatrick, but she repels him with that flick on the end.
Can't help but feel O'Connell went one too many times down the line there. A shot out wide or a speed up may have proved better for them in that point, but we'll never know.
And here we go. And point on the board now for the Fitzpatricks. Thomas starting to motor again. Paddle juggle out there. And the net cord again helping out there. No unwind of the stack this time. Femano, a Femano.
Might just be what the Fitzpatricks need, a bit of net cord assistance just to get them back into this game.
Great reset in the middle of that point from Jen Hewitt to keep the pally alive.
Yeah, again, Isabel Fitzpatrick's actually standing quite close to the middle now, so if Jen Hewitt can find that roll out wide, it could cause a pop-up for O'Connell to pounce.
Question there from Hewitt, knowing she can do better on that return. But
Lead
she's
here
throwing
is
it away.
halved.
We're enjoying the really efficient unwinds of the Hewitt and O'Connell team here. They always seem to be in position where they're going to be on that returner serve.
7-1.
Yeah, good depth on that volley from Isabel Fitzpatrick.
11-7-2.
And a relatively routine volley error there from Thomas Fitzpatrick as they didn't unwind. Brings up the 12th point to Hewitt and O'Connell.
Looks like this time Thomas Fitzpatrick's actually flexed his wrist forward instead of the opposite direction, so he's gone too far in the other way this time.
What a pickup on the move there by Luke O'Connell. Unlucky 13 for the Fitzpatricks there.
13-7-2.
Oh, I like the decision there from Hewitt. A little less power, a little bit more roll would have been good.
Yeah, you can't help but feel Fitzpatrick's got away with that one. They decided to not unwind the stack, and maybe Isabel playing in a position she's not too comfortable with, the backhand dink popping up, but they got away with that one.
So timeout taken at 13-7. Anakin, as we said, when they got to that 12th or 13th point, we probably think the icebreaker was going to happen. See Andy Talley, the West Harz Wizards there, Lee Harley there, all just supporting Lily Raspini Jones there as well, part of that group.
15 seconds.
One just to continue doing what they were doing to get you there. No need to change anything.
Yeah, I think we need to stick with this pattern of Jen Hewitt with the forehand dinks cross from Isabel Fitzpatrick. But to get there, they need to be unwinding the stack, which looks like is what they're going to be going for.
Yeah, good decision there to speed up. Not going too much for it, just getting the ball low.
Yeah, I think the off pace there caught Isabel off guard, and she had to accelerate a little bit more towards the end of the swing and cause the pop up there.
Jen knows again that's loose. Nira chastising herself in our commentary position.
8-13-2. Side out.
Good play there. So you see Luke O'Connell there just saying calm, calm. Hewitt doing the same.
13-8-1.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's going to get popped up.
It's a good take on the fourth shot there from Thomas Fitzpatrick, able to get the aggressive roll forehand in the middle just to keep Jen Hewitt back a little bit longer and force the pop up.
Just a little bit too far forwards on that one. Unable to take it on the bounce to make it a little bit easier to reset that ball.
8-13-1.
And I think O'Connell's going to that inside in forehand dink too often. I think he needs to switch it up, go cross court occasionally.
Another timeout taken here. Wrestling a little bit of that momentum from the Fitzpatricks. Another attempted icing going on.
15 seconds.
So we're back at 9:13. Hewitt to receive serve from Isabel Fitzpatrick.
Time in, 9:13-1.
Yeah, net called there intervening in the proceedings.
Another inside out overhead there, just catching O'Connell off when he had the forehand grip. Not ready for it to come to his left side.
10-13-1.
Really good deep return there off that deep serve, forcing the down the line error from Fitzpatrick, not unwinding the stack here.
10-13-2.
Did you see the signal on this one, Anakin? Yeah, they're unwinding. I love that off pace from O'Connell there.
Right out. 13-10-1.
Hewitt and O'Connell with the serve back finally.
Oh, and the plan was built perfectly, but he couldn't finish the volley.
10-13-2.
Some positive from Hewitt there to a partner. What a rally and a finish there from Jen Hewitt.
Absolutely phenomenal scrambling there from both O'Connell and Hewitt. There was almost a collision, but Hewitt managed to recover and cover her partner when he came across and
14-10-2.
managed to hit a reset up the line.
And game and match to Hewitt and O'Connell with again that forehand roll pattern cross court to Isabel Fitzpatrick and our partner Thomas Fitzpatrick, who lose 10-15. The team of Jen Hewitt and Luke O'Connell. What a brilliant game, Anakin, to watch there. Scrambling, firefighting, lots of really classical pickleball.